So in my most recent video, the master cylinder was leaking. He went and got a new clip, so now that is sealing properly. Now we just have to bleed it. As you can see, we have the reservoir full, and what we're actually going to do now is put the pedal on the floor and then open the bleeder screw that's down here. You get below the car on the bottom of the slave cylinder, and you just open that, and we're just going to let it gravity bleed for a little bit, try to get as much air out of there as possible, because there seems to be a lot. Alright, so now I've opened the bleeder screw. I'm going to go inside the car, and I'm going to press the pedal to the floor so it opens the master cylinder. Now the pedal is to the floor. You just want to hold it there and let some of the fluid try to run through there. Now what I actually did was there wasn't any fluid coming out of there, so I went ahead, closed the bleeder screw right here, and or right there, and went back inside the car and pumped it up. And right now it's still on the floor. There's no pressure, so I'm gonna open this up. Here you saw that squirt out. Seems like a bunch of air, and that means that there's air trapped inside there. And whenever you get this to where it needs to be, it'll just be a stream that shoots out. But that is not the case at the moment. So, since I know the pedal's still gonna be stuck on the floor with how much air is there in there, I'm just gonna close this back up and pump it again. Alright, so this is definitely easier with two people. Right now he just told me he's holding the clutch pedal, meaning it's being held down. So while he's holding it down, I'm gonna break this loose. And there's some fluid that went down. So I'm gonna close this back up. Alright, I have it closed. And when you start getting pedal again, you'll see the clutch fork right here start moving again. And that means you're getting close to being done, but you still want to make sure that you have all of it out. So now it's tightened back up. Alright. Is it coming up on its own?
Almost all the way down. Coming up about halfway. Held.
Alright.
Held.
Alright.
Held.
I just need something to fucking put an SD card in, get my pictures.
Alright. Is it coming up any better?
Yeah, hold on. Damn it. It's so hard to pull it up with my foot. My feet are so long.
So you do still have to pull it up?
Only in the first one break loose. Held.
It seems like a pretty solid stream now.
Okay. Tight.
Yeah. You will know you're done whenever you can press down the clutch pedal and it comes back up all the way on its own. This one still feels like there's a little bit of slop in it right about there, but I think that's just where probably the firewall has been wallowed out. Trying to put the old master cylinders in there. So this one feels good. We're going to test drive it here in a minute and see how it actually feels. So that's pretty much just how you bleed a clutch system on that particular car.
Sometimes you can bleed it elsewhere, like my 300ZX has two different bleed spots, one on the slave cylinder and then it has another separate one up on top of the engine bay. Some systems have that. Most, mainly, there's just going to be a bleeder screw on the slave cylinder, and that's how you're going to be able to accomplish it. But in the beginning of bleeding, you're not going to see that clutch fork move more than likely. It's mainly just going to be towards the end, because you're just going to be, instead of the hydraulic fluid pushing and then moving the clutch fork, or moving the slave cylinder piston, which moves the clutch fork, you're not even going to see it. The clutch fluid's just going to compress air that is inside the line, and it's not going to move anywhere. So, that's pretty much the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Leave a like or a comment. I try to make videos fairly often, so maybe you want to subscribe. Let me know what you think.